Do you know, is it on that ACK tower?
I don't know. I couldn't see any tracer or muzzle flash or anything like that.
Alright, let me take him.
What I'm thinking of doing is eventually taking a Jeep, taking an aerial photo and take a Jeep and map them all out as what they are and where they're at.
So what do you recommend me hitting here? Damn it, another ACK puff, but I still didn't see anything.
I'd go after the bunkers or the factories.
The bigger buildings?
The bigger buildings, and then work on smaller ones.
Okay.
I'm not sure how much effect that has on each individual minute, but
I'm in single bomb.
two rockets will take out the buildings.
Alright, one more building down. Get my next target picked.
Alright, I didn't see the tank down there. I'm heading to the...
Copy. Bombs out for number 2.
I forgot to switch my salvo back to 1 after I got done, so I lost both bombs at once.
Copy. Oh, I got several with that. In rockets. I hit these little bastards with 2 rockets apiece, but they didn't go down.
Big or little?
The little ones. The little white ones.
Solid hits or near hits?
Looks like it was near on one for sure.
That's why I like filming all mine, because I'm starting to learn from my screw-ups a little bit. Thought sure I hit a vehicle hangar, but I missed
under
it.
attack.
Not very much.
Alright, one more down. 2 rockets left. One more down. Ooh, I'm gonna hit some trees. Woo!
What happened?
I almost hit some trees. It was a rocket pass, and then he busted his ass.
Now, if you get into GV, you find out that some of these trees you can't go through. They're really small bushes.
Gotcha.
Because initially they were having a lot of tanks just getting stuck in the trees. They couldn't get out.
One more down.
Now when you run into a tree, you get a big thunk.
Yep, not good.
You can back out.
One more down.
You strafing?
I am strafing. I'm working that northeast corner. More east than north, I think. Down for 3 hours, though, baby. One more down.
I think they can be resupplied, but that's going to have to take somebody to actually do it.
Gotcha.
Occasionally, I was, once in a while, I'd take a vehicle and resupply some of the bases.
Yeah, it's a neat option as well.
And it gets you used to driving through the trees.
And last one down. I'm down to 50s. And degraded at another 12%. Nothing on Darbar in the area, so I'm gonna head over and strafe some more.
Did you see if anything was coming from the flag tower?
I didn't see any. There's an 88 shooting. I just don't know where it's coming from, Mickey. Yeah, that 20mm cannon must add a lot. I'm out of cannon, just machine guns only. One more down. Alright, I'm almost out of machine guns. I'm RTB.
Copy.
Ammo's down to 47%.
Did copy your last.
I said ammo is down 47%, down to 47. It was 62 when I rolled it.
Excellent.
We got bombers, we have bombers actually inbound. It looks like.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Yep.
The base is under attack.
I think we got GVs at 22 here. I'm going.
It's peaceful with those back down.
It makes a difference, doesn't it? Yeah, well, that's a good sortie. 3.85 perk points.
Excellent.
All right, I'm gonna roll with the rockets and see if I can't find this guy here at A22.
RTB.
Copy. Yeah, AC is firing toward the town. See if I can't pick up where this bastard's at.
As soon as I get back, I'll come up heavy also.
Copy.
Ammo's 34%.
Nice.
The base is under attack.
Yeah, it looks like our town has been deactivated.
There should be a GV coming in pretty soon then.
I just don't see where the hell it's at.
They're very difficult to see in the trees.
I think he's in town. I'm gonna do a low pass here. Oh yeah, our town is being frickin' demolished.
The only option to save it at this point is probably getting another GV in there by the capture point.
It's not white flagged, but it's being shot up pretty good. I just don't see where the guy's at.
If you get high enough on a slope, let's say, in other words, the town, if you're good at it, you don't need the sight so much as being able to judge distance. And
Oh, lob them in?
Correct. And then just traverse over just a fraction of an inch.
Gotcha.
And the way they do that is they scale the joystick or the mouse, they scale it so it moves real slow.
Yeah, I'm zoomed in right over the town. I don't see Diddley Squad here.
He could be 3,000 yards out.
Yeah, run that ridge line right there. That's the closest ridge.
If I see anything, I can only spot him. I don't have any ordnance.
No, that's fine. Still flashing red, and I don't see a frickin' thing.
If they get snugged up underneath these really bushy trees,
You should still get an icon if you're low, right?
only if you can look underneath the leaves.
Well, if he's underneath the tree, he shouldn't be able to be seeing and shooting, right?
But not if you can get that barrel through the leaves.
Okay, our act does not appear to be shooting anymore. How long will this thing stay flashing?
Until he moves out of range, or bails out, or gets killed, or captures. What's nice in here is if you were to take a tank and you have a good audio system, find someplace close and you will hear the engine.
Really?
And it'll also tell you what direction it's coming from if you have good audio.
Sweet.
That's why I've got to go get a better set of earphones to plug into my sound blaster. Now the reason they may not be having any artillery coming in on him is because he may have already killed them. It's the first thing you want to do. That's why this game is also going to become a tanker's
The
game as
enemy is
well.
attacking.
Yeah, I can see that.
More so than what it has been in the past.
Yeah, well, they're gonna have to give us an option to squelch ground troops or ground fighters.
You mean communicate with the tanks?
Yeah, ability to turn them off so when they start yabbling about ship and you're in the middle of a dogfight, you don't really care about it.
Yes and no. Sometimes you want to talk to the tankers, especially if you can spot the bad guy.
Oh, understand that. I should have the option to be able to go squelch ground comm. Because I don't think I've ever gotten a 6 call from anybody on the ground.
I have.
So, you know, to me, I would much rather have them off my channel so I don't have to listen to them babble.
True.
But have the ability to retune them if I'm doing close air support and spotting and...
I'm going to go rearm.
Copy. I don't see anything here. It's still flashing, isn't it?
He's closer to the base.
Yeah?
Sometimes M4, marking down.
Alright, which side is he on? I do not see him.
Over.
Up, tally ho. In rocket pass.
Short.
Copy. Up for a rocket pass. Looks like he's moving.
Gonna head for the trees.
Keep an eye on him. I'm up for a bomb.
Should be able to see his traces.
Yep, I see. Bombs out in the area. I didn't have a good ID. He's dead. Nice pickup. Yeah, he's dead. Yep.
Excellent, RTB.
Yeah, you're right, man. They get into those bushes and that's it.
I'm going to try to take a look at 28 and see if they only have one vehicle hangar.
Could be.
Some bases only have one vehicle hangar, the small ones. Probably wouldn't hurt to resupply that.
Town?
Yeah.
Can you do it with air too?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything in documentation on any of this stuff lately. Did that gentleman Casey talk to you?
No. I want to say he was a Doolittle Raider in Warburg.
Crap! I just ran out of gas.
You got plenty. Circle that thing around. Gear and flaps up. Save your glide. Start turning. You don't need to go all the way. Use the whole runway. There you go. And then start dropping flaps as you turn and put gear down very last. Now you got this. Flap, 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 flaps. I believe I am going to go CV it a little bit to 821.
Copy that. I'm going to take a look up here.
Copy.
Large base only has one vehicle hangar.
Really?
Yeah, so if you take that out, I don't know how long it's going to stay down. AFK for a moment.
The enemy is attacking.
go see if I can drop supplies on the town from the C-47, see what happens.
Got it.
For you. Low 109.
Nothing was resupplied because I took off from the same base.
Ah, gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's worth a shot to confirm, I guess.
First head to you, Dabs.
Uh,
The enemy is attacking.
Roger.
Thank you, thank you. Roger.
There's a TV right under me.
Right by the field.
Looks like northwest of the field is where he's at when he keyed the mic.
I'm circling him now.
Alright.
Resupplied the town, got 3.75.
Nice.
It's a T-34 showing
It
the
looked
base.
really bad when I took a look at it from the airplane.
These guys don't work together very well here, do they?
Say again?
Said these guys don't really work together very well, do they?
No, that's changed over the past few years, I think.
Yeah, it just, you know, we got 5 of us and 2 bandits, and they just freaking kept stirring the pot. And I tried to get out and get altitude, and ended back to come help a guy, and next thing I know, he's gone, and I'm left with 2 bandits.
That's one of the reasons a lot of things I did in here. I didn't really want to join another squadron for a while because I didn't know that many people
Yep.
after the Savin closed shop. And I did a lot of individual sorties and stuff like, well, bombing targets, a lot of strafing. I'm going to drop one more thing of supplies. I'm going to head down wherever you're at.
Copy, I'm down at 21.
Roger, may take me about 5-10 minutes.
Copy.
They have not allowed the bridges to be destroyed because one way you can tie up a town real bad would be to drop the bridges.
Well, yeah. So tanks don't float here, huh?
No.
Good.
And I have not had a tank turn over yet either.
Oh, going down a hill?
Right. Now, it does get stuck at the bottom of the hill. You got to start all over again, start moving. And they used to speed up to maybe 60 mile an hour. Now they don't do that anymore. They got about 35 or 40.
60 mile an hour tank, huh?
Yeah, freewheeling downhill. I think you also have a much younger crowd here in some respects as Warbirds had.
Well, you know what? I'm ready for a younger crowd because I got tired of those bitter bastards over there. Bitch and moan, moan and bitch. Complain, complain, complain. And, you know, you ask them, substantiate your facts. Here's the data sheet. I don't know what the hell the data sheet is. Well, it's all the sheet that has the data in it that pertains to the flight model. Where's the error? Well, I read, and my Uncle Bob said. It just got to be absurd. And the guy that bitched the worst out of it wrote his post like on a 3rd grade letter or level, so it was even more humor.
Don't see a lot of that here yet, and I hope we don't.
Yeah, well, hopefully he'll stay on Warbirds at least till it dies. And but yeah, him and his squad of American Eagles and the Squadron Series Select would climb as high as I could and never engage, and then declare victory. We didn't lose a single pilot. You didn't do shit, dude. We just used to chuckle all the time, you know. It got sad when fighter groups wouldn't engage, and you're like, dude, really? What am I missing here?
Only 8 objects at the town needed resupply, so that's good.
I hate the fact that these dots render away when you go to look for them.
They even do that on mine.
Yeah, I mean, they go from the big dot, I got that, and then when they turn into an airplane shape, they go so faint you can't see them. And then I usually don't pick them up again until near, yep, there he goes, icon.
We got tanks around here somewhere.
So I'm staring for this bastard, he was right here. I have no idea where the hell he went. I mean, that's the most frustrating part for me right now is you can't see the little airplane.
Alert. They are engaging our fields.
There's a lot of stuff down at 821, isn't there?
I don't know.
Disabled.
Say again?
Vehicles, ordnance, radar are all disabled.
Oh, what field? 21?
Correct, which means we're not going to be able to defend it.
Ah, copy. What happens if you resupply it from the CV?
I'm resupplying from the port right now.
Copy.
Because it's basically surrounded by an airfield, a tank, and two other airfields to the south
Gotcha.
that all have GV access to it.
Got something shooting up town.